Hello everybody, thank you for watching Crazy Narcissist Ex-Girlfriend. My name is David. This is my Q&A video where you guys ask me questions and I answer them in the video. So I'm answering questions from the last Q&A video that people asked down in the comment section. And in this video, any questions you have, or if I didn't answer your questions well enough or I missed something, please go down in the comment section down below and ask me, and I'll answer them in the next Q&A video. So let's get started. Roxy Bolt, if you discard the narc, do they think about you? Yes, you discarding a narc, a narcissist, is what they call a narcissistic injury, and they can't take it. It's damaging to their ego. Their ego that they put up there, and it makes them so great and so omnipotent and so perfect. You discarded them. Why? That just goes against everything they built up and who they think they are. So, will they think about you? Oh, yes. They'll think about you. And it'll fuck with them for a long, long time. And that's why you don't talk to them. Because if you take them back after you discarded them, they're going to hurt you really, really bad. Trust me. And they're going to try. Channel 316, Channel 316. My ex-narc borderline texted me I love you and discarded me an hour later, leaving all her stuff behind. She won't pick them up. Why? So she texted him I love you so much. He came home. All her stuff was still there, but she's gone. She's been gone 3 months. He's even said, I'm not going to ship them to you. She wants him to ship them to her. He said, no, you come pick them up. She won't come pick them up. Well, I don't know exactly why. Okay? Especially with borderlines, they're so spontaneous. Now, usually a narcissist will leave their stuff behind because they plan on coming back. And not even necessarily to come back to be with you, but to come back to fuck with you. And they know by leaving some stuff there, they can keep coming back and doing that. That is something they definitely do. Mine did that to me, and I've heard many, many others say that. So that is a reason why they'll leave something behind. Who knows why? Your ex did for sure. Something could have came up, man. She could have found a new supply that fucking fast and she couldn't take her stuff with her. That could be it. That's the only other thing I can come up with, really. Hope that helps. But they do definitely leave their stuff behind to come back later. It's like always leave that foot in the door without actually leaving, because they believe they own you forever. Okay, and they believe they want you in their life forever somehow, to be able, at least to be able to come back every year or something and get some more supply off you. Samuel Gergen, will you please talk about passive-aggressive tactics by narcissists? So Samuel and I have been kind of going back and forth with this a little bit, and I finally looked it up, and I know you know this, Samuel. The DSM dropped passive-aggressive personality disorder like back a long time ago. 50s, 60s, 70s, I think it was even in the 50s. But it is so similar to narcissism, the behavioral traits. Very, very similar. The DSM dropped it as a personality disorder because they label it as a behavioral response, and usually just at the workplace. If you have somebody always playing passive-aggressive tactics, they're probably a narcissist. Passive-aggressive tactics would be, they basically won't confront right away. They'll wait and get you back later. That's a very, very common passive-aggressive tactic. And that is very common in covert narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths. You'll see a psychopath, sociopath sit there and watch the person that they're with cheat on them and have very little response. Very little. It won't react to the person cheating on them. It'll just be like, and they'll get you back later. I hope that helps, Samuel. Like I said, I would start looking at, if you're asking these questions because somebody you know is always passive-aggressive, they're probably a narcissist, literally. It's that common or overlapping, and that would be my guess why they removed it from the DSM. It's not considered a disorder or an illness or a symptom. It's just a behavioral response. Terrence Wright, does being discarded by my ex make me a weak person? No, Terrence. No, not at all. Most of us are discarded. And This is at the end when they have fucked with your head so hard you don't know what to expect next. You're not offering them any supply anymore because you just don't have anything left in you. You're in total survival mode and have nothing left to give anyone else. Your brain is so frazzled you can't be there or give attention to somebody. That's why they left. That's why she left you, man. You're not a weak person. Will she hoover me if I find someone else? She's probably going to hoover you. I tell everybody that you're always going to be hoovered, guaranteed. They're going to come back and hoover. Obviously, not every single one does. Most of them do. And it's basically they're going to come back and hoover you when she starts getting bored with her new man. And will she hoover you if you find someone else? Even more of a reason. Because even though she left you, she feels she owns you forever and that you should be sitting there waiting for her because she's so fucking amazing. You should be sitting there crumbled waiting for her to come back, even if it's years. And the fact that you go date someone else is just, oh no, you can't do that. You can't date somebody else. You should be sitting there waiting for me. That's how great I am. You fucking pieces of shit. Ditch her, block her from every little fucking thing. She's going to come back and you don't even want to talk to her. You'll think you'll be doing great. It's always timing, man. You'll think you'll be doing fucking great and bam, there they are. Isabella Brave. Isabella Brave, please go see, go watch, or go to her channel and watch her videos. She's very talented. She's beautiful, total sweetheart. And I'll post up, well, let's see, where would I put it? Maybe over here. I'll put a little something so you can go see her channel, okay? And she has a question. If a narc is left alone in a cave forever, what would they do? Well, the basic question is, what would they do without people? And they're completely dependent on people. They are dependent on us. So what would they do without people, without us? It'd be like, what would a drug addict do without their drugs? What would anybody do without the thing that they're dependent on? They're depressed. They're depressed. Narcissists will sit in bed and be depressed forever till they finally get enough energy. And they actually, it's really crazy, they actually are low in energy if they don't get anything from anybody else. It's kind of like when we were discarded at the very end of that relationship, how you have no energy. That's how they feel. They just robbed you of all your energy. Now when they go be alone, they don't get any. It's like how we were. It's like they don't have any. They get their supply and energy from people. They don't build it themselves, I guess. Monica Tell wants me to talk about how narcissists do silent treatments and then text I love you and then come home and ignore you. It's a push-pull game. It's all a push-pull. They fucking hate you. They're envious. They hate you. They want to be like you. They want what you have, but then they hate you and they get bored with you and they want to start fights and they want you to leave and then they want you to come back because they don't want to be alone. It's just a bullshit game. Push-pull game, and that's actually causes the most damage to your fucking brain. It shrinks and swells your amygdala, causes tons of damage to you. Okay? You have to stop that. You have to stop it. As hard as it is, you have to stop it. Channel 316, again, why do narcs start arguments, drama, and disruption when everything is going well? I was just talking about that. They're bored. They're fucking bored. It's also a manipulation tactic. The more they can frazzle you and get your brain fucked up, the more they can control you. The more they can suggest things to you and you accept that. Okay? Their worst enemy is boredom. Imagine being with somebody and faking that you love them. Imagine living with somebody and being around them all the time and faking that you love them. Because the excitement in the relationship is how much you love them and how much they love you back. But they don't have it. So they get bored and they fuck with you. Period. Care Bear, how do two narcs parent together? Like, how does it happen? She wants to know, how do they come together? I've talked about this in other Q&A videos. I'm not going to make a whole video about it because I personally don't know a lot about it. I wouldn't doubt if both my parents are narcissists, and they're both pieces of shit, and they're both all about business and money and status and all that shit. And I look at it as a business deal. And basically, you have to have two different kinds of narcissists. So you'll have like a cerebral narcissist that's the smart, intelligent, successful, breadwinner, come home, you know, and then you'll have like the semantic narcissist, all about her body and total hoe and just fake tits and all this shit. So they live off each other. Now, how do they parent? Like shit. Like fucking shit. I feel sorry for any kid in that household. Oh my God. Shine On. Will you talk about a timeline to healing? Yes, I will. And it's very important. And I'm going to be general. And now I'm working on videos right now that I will release someday about the entire process, on what to expect, you know, what happens, what you need to do, how long it takes. And basically, Shine On, the timeline, as far as actual time, is tough because that's up to you. It's up to how much work you put into it. It's up to you if you keep going back to your narcissist, if you have no contact and you keep in touch with them and they keep fucking with you, or you date another one, you don't stop dating and you keep dating and you date other ones. There's so much involved. So much involved. But as far as just, you know, a timeline, this, I will just briefly go over some things. And basically, there's phases, and when I help people on the phone, clients, from this, there's phases. First phase, you have to find a safe environment, toxic free, that you feel safe and comfortable in. So that's absolute discard. That's absolute no contact, block from everything. Now I tell people to change your job, move, you know, get rid of Facebook, change your email, all this. I'm that fucking extreme because that's what I needed to do, and that's what a lot of people need to do, and they don't realize it at first. So I just say fuck it and go for it and do all of that because it feels better. It's empowering. It feels great. You took control. It's now your choice, even if they discarded you. Find a safe environment. Start learning and educating yourself about narcissists. Start talking about all of this to process it correctly, to relieve some of your shame, some of your guilt, to know that it's their fault, not yours. Okay, then you start realizing why you stayed in something like this, what made you a target. You start talking about your childhood. For me, I went on for about 4 years not knowing what the fuck this was, not knowing about narcissism, and by that 4th year, I actually did everything I was supposed to do without even knowing. So I blocked her, I discarded her, I blocked her from everything, I exercised, I ate right, I constantly went out in contact with other people all the time. It was healthy. I tried to talk about it, but that was the one thing I really couldn't talk about it to anybody. So the second I found out about this, it took me months, a year, if that. I mean, I was done, felt great, you know? So it depends on the person. It depends how hard you work. It depends the information that you know, the education you give yourself. There's so many factors. I've seen people bounce back within a couple months, few months, okay, and be doing great. Danielle F. I am seeing everyone as narcs now. Everywhere in public, I see this. Is that very, very, very common, Danielle? We all do that. And when we learn about this, when we learn what a narcissist is, we can't fucking believe that we're in love with somebody that didn't love us back, that we were completely fooled, right? Everything was a trick and we're being fooled. So we can't believe it. When we find out the traits of them and we recognize, oh God, yeah, then we start seeing this in everyone. And the deal is we all have narcissistic traits, right? We were all narcissists someday, you know, when we were kids, and we developed empathy later. But we still all have some narcissistic traits. You have to have so many out of so many to be a narcissist, but we all have some, or one or two. So you're going to pick that up now. Now you're extra sensitive, you know? So to get over that is talking to these people. Go up and talk to them, touch them, you know, sharing love and compassion and touching and talking and looking in eye contact. That's how you trust people again. You will start trusting people again, because right now your trust issues are huge, and your oxytocin hormone levels are very extremely low. I guarantee you that, and that is helping you not trust people. Okay. Samuel Gergen, again, why do I think Sam Vaknin is not a good source? Well, that's not true. I think Sam Vaknin is a good source. The guy's smart and has insight, and you can learn a shitload about narcissism from him. But all I'm saying is like Sam Vaknin and H.G. Tudor, they're narcissists. They aren't there to change. They aren't there to get better. They brag and say, oh, this is helping me be a better narcissist. Even Sam had to do it. I think it was court ordered, but he got in a lot of trouble, legal troubles. HG Tudor's doing this to be all he wants to do is just be the number one source of information about narcissists. Great. Good for you, HG Tudor. Don't do anything to help anybody, though. Fuck him. You want good source from a narcissist? Go to Sada Jean Brown, my narcissistic healing. I'll put her channel up here. She's awesome. Okay, I talk to her at least once a week. She is fucking genuine. She's being honest. She's being totally candid, admitting every fucking thing she's done is wrong, and she wants to change, and she has a good reason to. She has an excellent reason to change. That's somebody that's a good source of information. Sam and H.G. Tudor are narcissists. They lie. Everything they say is a lie. They boast. They think they're great. So just be aware, right, of where you're getting your information. Yes, they have good things to offer. Should you take everything they say as gold? No. They're one person, one perspective, and they're disordered. Okay? Michael, PA 1023. Why I feel this isn't a crime. Why do I feel this isn't a crime? Why do the police not do anything about it? District attorneys, legal stuff like that. Well, we're all just learning. This is fairly new as far as surfacing. As far as this surfacing, it's fairly new. Obviously, the internet's awesome for this. But as far as being a crime, man, emotional abuse, you can't see it, you know? You can see someone hitting you. You could see someone raping you. This is very tough. It's very tough to explain. It's very tough for others to understand. If I can't understand it when I'm going through it, how can you put that down on paper and pin someone down for it? I think when you have people making laws that don't understand this, I think, and narcissists that make laws, they aren't going to make laws about this, but when you have people that don't understand this making the laws, what do you want them to do? I don't know how it could be a law. I think they look at it as, you know, you have an ability to walk out the door and get away from it. Emotional abuse isn't pinning you into a corner against the wall. I don't know. I don't know why. It's interesting. Leche por favor. What would you suggest for an exit plan? So she wants to leave. Her narcissist lives with him and this and that. You know, it's difficult. It's very difficult because you got to understand what kind of narcissist are you dealing with. Are they going to come back for revenge? Are they dangerous? Is there money involved in houses and businesses and cars? Basically, just fucking get the fuck out of there, man. Take what you want. Take what you need. Leave. If you can, get to a place that he won't know where you're at. And you have to block him from everything. Everything. Cut off all supply. He doesn't know where you're at. He won't find you. I don't know what else to say. As far as a plan. Now, I could deal with you on a one-to-one basis. And I do this with clients. And I help them get out away from their narcissists. I help wives escape from their psychopath husbands with children. I help them do that. So it's very specific question. Deserves a very specific answer. If you need help, let me know. Okay? Email me. My email, everyone, is always in the description box. And my email is always in the about section of my channel. You guys can ask me questions. I'll help you. Okay? If you guys want to talk, I offer a Talk to David service. Let me know if you're interested. Okay? Michael PA 1023. Why I feel this isn't a crime. Oh, I already said that. Elizabeth Scarpelli. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you? Hope you're feeling good, sweetheart. Does a narc miss you after you leave them? Now, I know I already talked about this, but I just wanted to address it again so Elizabeth doesn't feel left out. But a narc does miss you after you leave them. It's the worst thing for them. It doesn't matter if they plan on leaving you tomorrow and they come home today and you're gone. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, they just left me. Now, a normal person would be like, it's just, I was going to leave them anyways. This is great. I don't have to. Now it's them. I don't have to apologize and feel that bad. They left me. Great. Not them. Oh, fuck. Worst thing ever. Narcissistic injury. Ow. I'm so great. Here's my fucking ego. I am so fucking amazing. and I just got dumped. Be careful. I tell everyone, be careful. They come back for vengeance, man. They want blood when they come back. How fucking dare you? Be careful. Bye, Elizabeth. Bye, sweetheart. Care Bear, what is the silver statue? Just a silver statue. That's it. That's it for looks. I like things like this. I like sleek, simple, metallic. I don't know. I like it. That's all. That's all it is. Sorry, it's not something cool or neat or does something cool. That's it, Care Bear. For all of you that wondered what it was. That's it, guys. Thank you so much. Very, very much. Please support me. I try and help spread awareness to people. The one way I can do that is make my channel grow and grow and grow. And you guys can help me do that. Help make my channel grow. The bigger I am, the more people hear about this, the more people can come in and get help. Okay? So, give me a like, comment, ask me a question. I'll answer it in the next video. All right? If you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe. I keep coming out with new stuff every week. All right? And share this video with someone else you think it could help. Thank you guys very much. Love yourself first. Take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.